helping you to weather good and bad economies without putting retirement on hold. This is the Tumolo Financial Podcast with Ken and Nick Tumolo. Ken and his son Nick know that creating a comprehensive financial plan can align your hard-earned life savings with your retirement goals. Consider them your retirement architects. Now, the Tumolo Financial Podcast with Ken and Nick Tumolo.
Have you ever thought about retiring early? You're not alone. But an early retirement comes with trade-offs that you may not realize. And I'm going to go over a few of them today because there's things that you give and there's some things that you get when you have early retirement. So what are your why is a huge thing. This is like the number one question I like to ask when you first start talking to me, other than your concerns. What are you looking to do? What are your hobbies? Are you looking to travel across the world? Are you looking to just do some New England traveling and driving up and down the coast? Are you looking to hang out with the grandkids, watch the grandkids? Are you looking to buy a second house? You really want to start thinking about these things so we can start building a plan around them. Because those lifestyle things, I mean, it could change for everyone. Everyone's got their own thing they want to do. I had a client that wanted to go travel, do cruises every year in Italy, Spain, France, the Mediterranean cruises. And you start thinking about that. And those are some not cheap vacations. So you got to plan for those things. She wanted to do it for 5 or 10 years with her husband. You got to plan for those things to know, okay, can I retire early at 60, 62, or do I have to delay it to look at all these things? So really know what your why is so that we can start really building it in there, because I like to check it off those bucket list items. Can we check off as many as we can before things slow down? Because eventually, unfortunately, we all do. The next thing I'll say is understanding the financial trade-offs. This one is bigger than people realize. The reason why I will say this, a lot of people, when they get close to retirement, kids are out of the house, your mortgage might be paid off. And because of that, you start putting more and more in your 401k. And sometimes people are putting the max in the 401k at that time. So if you're retiring at 62 versus 65, now you're not putting in over $30,000 in your 401k if you're maxing it out. That's $90,000 in 3 years. With returns, that's even more. And then you're also starting to take money out at 62 rather than 65. So it ends up being a couple $100,000 of a difference when you start thinking about that. And that's just maxing the 401k. So you really got to start thinking about that. The other thing too is you're in your highest earning years usually at the time too. So because of that, you really got to start thinking about, okay, is there things I need to get done? Like I've had a client that they end up working one extra year because they had a couple house projects they wanted to do. And they're like, let's get those paid off with the salary that I have, because I do have a really good salary. And then let's get into retirement and start doing the fun things. So there is some trade-off sometimes. So for that one, we came up with a plan, and that person was like, you know what? Let's keep working. Let's work another year just to get the deck done, the kitchen. We know lumber and all that is getting super expensive now with all inflation. So you really do want to look at that. The last thing I will bring up on the financial trade-offs is understanding Medicare starts at 65. If you do retire before 65, you're going to need to get healthcare. And healthcare usually, unless you're military and you get TRICARE for life, or you're a state employee and you get healthcare before 65, you got to get it outside of that. And it's based off of income levels. That is a scary thing, especially because the higher income you have, healthcare does go up pretty quickly, the monthly premium. So just understand all those things when you're doing it, because it could be thousands of dollars. And I said, even if you're maxing the 401k, it could be a couple $100,000 difference. The last piece I will bring up is have a transition, have an income strategy. That is a big one too, because you think about it, you've had a paycheck for 30, 40 plus years, and it's reliable. It's been coming in weekly, bi-weekly. Some people get paid monthly, and that paycheck's going to shut off. And the only thing you're going to have is, you start Social Security that comes out monthly. And some of you may have a pension, but most people now rely on their savings. They rely on their 401ks, rely on their retirement accounts. So starting that 401k, utilizing it properly to help yourselves get through retirement, help understand the taxes, help understand that, okay, I have 500,000. It's going to last this amount of time if I spend this much. So that's why we want to wrap in all those things when you're starting to talk about it. Like really what you want to look at with the income piece, you want to make sure you have enough income coming in to hit your expenses, do what you want, make sure you have that monthly budget set in place so that you're ready to go. You're ready to go at 62. You're ready to go at 60. You're ready to go at 65 if you want to go a little longer to make sure to hit those bucket list items. That's really what you want to do. So if you are seriously considering early retirement, know what it is you're retiring to. Build a realistic budget and income strategy that factors in medical care and longevity. Consider easing into retirement, that part-time transition. I've seen that a lot with a few of my clients. And then run the numbers to know what your options are. If you want help, if you do want to retire early, or if you want to make sure to hit most of those bucket list items, feel free to reach out tfcheckup.com, or you can click the link below.
Investment advice offered through Tumolo Wealth Management, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Content contained herein should not be construed as an offer or solicitation for investment advice or for the purchase or sale of any security, insurance, or other investment product. Please consult with a qualified financial, tax, accounting, or legal professional before implementing any ideas or strategies discussed here.